Welcome to today's tutorial. In this video, we are going to look at common parental mistakes to avoid. There are lots of mistakes parents are unconsciously making while raising their children. So we are going to look at some of these mistakes. Mistake number 1, comparison. Parents, stop comparing your children. Comparison is very dangerous because it has the capacity to kill the originality of a child. Every child is not the same. Children born of the same parents are not the same. Every child has their different capacity and different abilities. So don't begin to compare your children with your neighbor's children, with your brothers and your sisters' children, with the children in your church, with the children in your neighborhood, even in their school. Comparison has the capacity to kill the originality of a child. There is no benefit of comparison, but there are different effects of comparison. Comparison brings hatred and envy among children. Comparison makes children believe their parent doesn't love them. Comparison births low self-esteem. Comparison demoralizes a child. And comparison brings conspiracy among children. Please stop comparing your children. Allow them to be their original self. Mistake 2, preaching without practicing. Most parents are fond of giving long lectures to their children, sitting their children down, telling them what to do. What you tell your children to do does not matter to them. What matters to your children is what they see you do. You are their first role model. Children are your reflections. Whatever they see you do is what they will copy and replicate. For example, if you want your children to limit their screen time, the time they spend operating their phones, as a parent, how long do you sit and operate your phone? If you cannot limit your own screen time, don't expect your children to do so. So whatever behavior you want your children to exhibit, model it to them. They are your reflection. Mistake number 3, raising a child to be what you want. Yes, we have high expectations for our children. Some of us want to have doctors in their house. We want lawyers. Yes, it is good for you to desire such, but don't force your child into a career path that he doesn't like. Don't choose a career path for your children. It is your duty as a parent to observe your children and identify the area of their giftedness. The area of their giftedness will help you to channel their career path. In choosing a career path for your children, their individualities, their interests, their goals, their passion, and their values must be considered. Mistake number 4, fighting with your partner in the presence of the children. The first place a child learns is from home. Parents are their children's first role model. No matter how aggressive you are with your partner, no matter what your partner does to you, don't ever quarrel with your partner in front of your children, because what you are doing is what they will copy. And what they copied is what they will go and be reflecting outside, even among their siblings. Whether you are right or wrong, learn to settle your quarrels in the absence of your children. Mistake number 5, fixing everything for your child. Every parent desires to raise a child who will be self-independent and sufficient when they grow up. And this can only happen when you give that child the opportunity to make choices and to face the consequences of making that choice. One hallmark of growing up is learning. Allow your children to learn by making their own choices. Stop fixing everything for the child because they will begin to see it as their entitlement. Allow them to make their choices and to face the consequences of making those choices. This will make the child to be independent when they grow up. Fixing everything for the child will make the child depend so much on their parents to the level that they can't take decisions of life tomorrow without consulting their parents. Mistake number 6, giving a child whatever they ask for. Children are prone to regular requests, and it is also our duty as parents to provide what the children need. But don't make it a habit to provide everything the child asks for. Ask questions before you provide it. What do you need this thing for? Ensure that there is an adequate reason why you should buy that thing for the child. Don't just buy anything. Don't just provide anything a child asks for. Also make a child to understand how difficult it is to make money and not just providing it to them as a platter of gold. Make your child to understand the value of working towards their desire rather than letting them have it in a platter of gold. Mistake number 7, avoiding certain discussions. One of the commonest mistakes parents make is avoiding discussions on complex topics like sex. Having these complex discussions with your children will prepare them for the future and also protect them from false information from peer pressures. Try as much as possible to use age-appropriate terms while having such discussions. Mistake number 8, inconsistent discipline. Inconsistent parenting. Children knows when they cross boundaries. As a parent, when you set a boundary, ensure to discipline any child that crosses that boundary. If there is no consistency in discipline, a child will know. So they will keep breaking the rules, hoping that my daddy will not react, my mother will not do anything. Children tend to follow clear-cut instructions with consistent boundaries. Also note when they cross boundaries without facing the consequences. So as a parent, be consistent and firm about every instruction. Discipline your children when they break boundaries, when they break the family rules. Consistency will make them to stand on their toes and observe every family rules. Mistake number 9, giving your child a negative label. Are you among the parents that called your children names? You are an idiot, coconut head, chimpanzee, monkey. Children believe what they see and what they hear. If you consistently tell your children that they are useless, they can't amount to anything, they will build their mindset around that confession. And any challenges they are supposed to surmount, they will believe that they can't do it. They are useless. They can't amount to anything. Parents, stop giving your children negative labels. Stop using derogatory languages on your children because it has negative effects on their future. Learn to use positive labels on your children. Praise your children even when they are not doing well. Encourage them. Speak good things into their lives. Positive labels has the capacity to shape the future of your children. Mistake number 10, overindulgence. Overindulging a child means giving them everything they want without telling them the value of hard work and any rewards. Teach your children how important it is to work hard and earn rewards. If they want to be successful in their academics, they need to work hard. If they want to be rich in life as a person, they need to work hard. Even go ahead to tell them how you work hard to successfully earn the money that you are giving to them. Don't just provide everything they want for them. Mistake number 11, lack of structure. Children thrive on structure and routine. A lack of structure leads to lack of focus and discipline. Parents, do you have a structure in your home? Do you have a routine? When does your children go to rest? When do they have their meal? When do they do their homework? If you don't have a structure in your home, establish one now. Structures like time for rest, time for play, time for homework, time for meals. Let your children be acquainted with this time, that the moment it is the time, you don't need to tell them. They will just go to their rooms and sleep. The moment it is time for meal, they are already waiting for their meal on the dining table. The moment it is time for homework, everyone will go and carry their books and begin to do their homework. Create a structure. Be consistent with the structure. Mistake number 12, lack of attention. Children need attention from their parents. Some parents are far away from their children, then the children will begin to have the feelings of insecurity and neglect. When last did you sit down with your children to play with them, to talk with them? How often do you have family time together? Give your children the required support they need to succeed in life. And you can't do that without giving them attention. Because giving them attention will help you to know the area of focus, what you needed to do for them. When last did you listen to them? Listen to their concerns, what bothers them. Start doing it now if you have not been doing it. Mistake number 13, overscheduling. Most parents, especially in this recent time, overschedule their children with extracurriculum activities. Your children will be in school from 7 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the evening. As they come back from school, extramural teacher is waiting for them at home. After the extramural lessons, they will begin to do their homework given to them in the school. Then after the homework, they will do the home assignment the extramural teacher gave to them. And after that, they will do their house chores. Before the child could go to bed in the night, it will be around 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Parents, stop overscheduling your children. Children should be able to have time to relax and recharge. It is important to strike a balance between structured activities and free time. Even during holidays, few days after the school vacates, parents will roll their children back to school for holiday lessons. And the child will be there from 7 o'clock in the morning till around 2 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Doing what? Holiday lessons. Why can't you allow your child to rest? Why can't you allow the brain to rest and recharge? There is reason for holidays. Stop overscheduling your child. Mistake number 14, unrealistic expectations. Parents who set unrealistic expectations for their children set them up for failures and feelings of inadequacy. If you want to set goals for your children, set achievable goals. For example, your child's position in the class is 25th out of 50. And you called your child and told your child, if you take first position in the class, I will buy you a power bike. The child will be happy to hear power bike. But unfortunately, he will not even try because he knew, even by magic, that he cannot take first position. What you are expected to do is to give the child a gradual, realistic expectation. Just tell him, your position in the class is 25th. Next time, If you can get to 15th position in your class, I will buy you something. Yes, that one can be realistic. The child can look at it and say, I will achieve it. And he will put extra effort in order to get to the 15th position. From 15th position, take him again high. Before you know it, he gets to the top. You don't just from 25th position, from the least position, tell the child, you have to get to the first position before I buy you a power bike. The child will just relax. Stop giving your children unrealistic expectations. There are few other common mistakes parents make, but because of time, I am going to stop here. The Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he grow up, he will not depart from it. Parents, avoid making these mistakes while raising your children, so that your children will grow up into a responsible adult. Your children will grow up and be able to achieve and unleash their potentials. Your children will grow up to fulfill destiny. Thank you for watching my video. See you in my next tutorial. God bless you.